Oh well. Oh, so now we have to know the presence of what this place was. We came here earlier and it was like nothing that we could use for it, but now we're in the future. Kind of a shock that this has all happened all suddenly. At least we don't have to do any more time action battles anymore. That's all completely cleared up. But we're now back in the future, so now we know exactly why this explosion happened. The fact that the whole explosion that weapon had did all that. That's pretty shocking. But firstly, we have a mana piece. I believe we collected last time. But let's go see Bibi and see if we can awaken Velvet. Then she needs to be awakened. I think we have one we can. Oh, what a fine young man you are. What can I do for you, darn? Actually, we need to buy a potion. I think I gave up green. Yeah, we used up a green potion earlier. Since we're in the future now, we can actually get back our replacement, our resources back. Thank goodness. Hey, what can I do for you, darling? Like an ally. Do you know what you're asking me to do? Let's see. We need the mana. I believe we have one mana we collected in the present. Yes, we do. Wonderful. You dug up some mana? Who will begin the awakening then? Velvet, because it's the only person we can. And now we get Velvet level 2. So now she has a lot stronger ice abilities. Velvet's powers reach level 2. Focus longer for a more powerful attack. Sweet. I guess we'll show it off here real quick before we move on. That's all we can do right now. I think we still have a red potion, I believe. No, we don't have a red potion. I need to get another one. But look at that. It has a controller terminal. It's an 8-bit. It's an NES controller. That is really hilarious. Again, you'll catch all these references and everything of like previous. Like most likely, you're gonna see a lot of Nintendo references in this game, as I think I've stated before. But I'll get myself a nice red potion too, as well. Yay! We're gonna need it. I will think you about that. Make sure I don't have to get another potion later. But let's see, Velvet's level 2. Charge up longer. And now it's a more wider spread shot. Nice. But I think all purposes, I think we're going to need to collect Menos before we break off into knowing other places. Let's see if we can find Menos. Last time we checked about where Menos went, Menos was with us near the Cursed Isle that the pirates didn't want to go toward, but now we have a right to go there. We're gonna, hey Captain, I need you to go over there again. Where? Where exactly do you want me to go? What? You want to go to the Cursed Isle again? Isn't that just my lucky day? Fair warning, there's no way docking there, so you'll just get rowboat and we're out there again. I won't wait for you more than an hour. Wait, did I just leave you there just a few minutes ago? How did you get back so suddenly without my boat? Something I would like to explain to you, but I probably blow your mind. Fair enough. Yes, I've made yourself clear. Let's leave now. I have a friend to find. Someone that we left clearly far behind. Back to the Cursed Isle we go. That is the last known we know of a megalith that's still technically active at this point. Let's go. So yeah, but this is where the open world really comes to play here. We have 5 areas we need to consider. I guess we could take this. Actually, what the heck are you on about? Oh. And so that is indeed true. we're gone just about 5 minutes ago. You know, that was only a joke. I'm only theorizing. It's equally possible we will end up in my era, or that of Miss Fina's or Super Mario's. What as Miss Fina would say? I fear we have no other choice anyway. Exactly. Off we go, I say. We won't know until we get there. And I don't want to stick around in this future. What? Hey, it disappeared! Hey! Where did I fit? Why did I fail to leave with them? And what am I supposed to do now? Well, we almost had a time paradox. We almost hit each other. We almost got each other in the same time frame. Oh, I don't want to think of that possibility. But the stairs came back at least. So in that cutscene far away, we were basically going to meet up with ourselves before we left. How shocking. Menos! Am I glad to see you again?
Memorial! Miss Mina! I thought you had vanished forever. That must have meant the maglev did not serve its purpose.
Actually, it did. It worked just fine. But it's a long story. Where should I start?
Sometime later. I can hardly believe it. My son. A terrorist? And the weapon. But I mustn't worry so. Reno is no longer a child in this era, so he must certainly have fled before the explosion. Perhaps I shall see him again yet.
I too was rather surprised to see them materialize out of nowhere. And when they told me everything, I had trouble believing them as well. Who would believe someone claiming to be from the future? I wasn't truly convinced until after speaking with Saris.
Saris. Can we trust her?
She saved us from the weapon's explosion! And she told us how to collect the shattered pieces of the Magi Key!
I am well aware of that, Miss Vida, and she may have my deepest gratitude. Without her, I don't think we've ever seen you two ever again. But my father always told me that everything comes at a price. Why exactly did she come to your aid? That much I would like to know.
In any case, her knowledge about the Magi can't be questioned. Their Spanish descriptions of the Magi Key I studied confirmed her explanation.
That changes nothing for my son.
On the contrary, if we wipe the weapon from the timeline, Reno will have never have thought to try activating it. A sizable chunk of history will be rewritten. To be perfectly honest, the very thought of it frightens me. Yeah, technically, if we remove that thing from the fabric of time, Velvet might actually not exist at all. Have we not come to that conclusion yet? How can we be sure we won't be united under consequences? Well, I'm not going to sit here around doing nothing. There's always a risk, no matter what you do in life. And frankly, it can't get much worse than this.
I agree with Miss Vida. Regardless of what we change, the situation can only improve for me.
For us, definitely. Perhaps not for everyone else. But then, I suppose it's worth a shot. I really hope we're doing the right thing, I say.
I hope so too, because I'm the one that technically caused the weapon to explode in the first place.
Which ultimately gets me thinking that, the Professor Jiro and Issei are one and the same person. That is a theory I'm thinking on that one. Quick, let's bring the pieces back to the Magi Key to Saris.
I am pleased to be helping you once again, Super Mario.
But I can't jump unless it's the 2D section, but Menos has finally rejoined the team. We can now switch between all three party members. Sweet. So, what can we do now? Well, we have to go to our different timelines and everything to figure out exactly where we need to go next. I say we head to, let's see if we try to find the Pirates Fortress, which means we have to go back in time. I mean, this is the only maglev we know of. So, let's travel through time. Now, when you're traveling through time, you will travel through the past, present, and then future, in that order. So you're going to have to travel through between those three in that central order all the time. So it'll be the past when we come back here. And I think our boat will be perfectly fine here. Well, what's over here? We actually haven't been to this island in the past yet.
Noobs, aren't ya? Better watch it or I swear I rage quit this crew.
Oh man, this guy must be an online player, online gamer that basically just gave up really, really fast. Woo! Yeah! Woo! It's so freaking cool to be a pirate. Every day I think the seas I followed Mr. Roberts, but lately he has a worried vibe about him. This must be the Pirate Roberts that everyone's been talking about? Mr. Roberts, I presume.
In the flesh? Well, you don't look like young souls thirsty for adventure. You look like you're living your own epic tale already. Make the most of it. Life is full of challenges for those who seek them out.
Some adventures can be rather painful.
Take a lesson from my many years. The road may be full of peril, but the adventures along the way are worth your misery. Speaking of, would you like to aid me in my next adventure?
Sure.
You see, as it turns out, how should I put it? It's still also new to me, but here it goes. I am in love.
These things happen. So who's the lucky girl?
She's wonderful. She's amazing. She's strong yet vulnerable. How could a woman like her love someone like me?
Indeed, if you look at the statistics.
I am not well versed in love, but perhaps a good start would be to compose a letter. My father never failed to send one off before engaging in thorny negotiation.
A letter? Yes, of course. That's a splendid idea. Just a moment, please. Here you are.
And we got ourselves a magical letter. You got a love letter to the who boarded my heart and put it in my sleep. The word choice is very distinctive.
Thank you. If she does embrace my love, then it's decided. I shall retire and you will get my most prized treasures. Don't bother trying to find my stash. The spot's so well hidden, I alone know where it is. I will eagerly await her response into my letter. You'll recognize her easily. She is the most stunning, remarkable woman on the continent.
Why does this have to be so complicated?
It's called side quests.
It's such a cute story, don't you think, I say?
I'm surprised, Fina, you're still following me after I basically just destroyed your own village, but I digress. Negotiations seem to be proceeding well. If both parties demonstrate good faith, it should result in a mutually beneficial agreement.
How about this? There's something in this chest here. I can break the pots. It's kind of cool to see this island actually in the past. So we need to find a lady of sorts and give this letter to her, and hopefully that we'll be able to retire. Luckily, our boat's here in the past. We just left it here. Let's set sail. And we're off to see what the past can lead us here. We gotta find a lady in the past here. And luckily, if you do go and see the portal, there's a portal active at all times here. If you go into this portal here, you'll be taken back to Ceres and be taken back to the 3D future. So bear that in mind as you see fit. But we need to find back to Genova in the past. Now we can exit and close this place freely. We need to find the most beautiful woman, I think. He tells it he was in constant danger. He almost got crushed by a huge boulder. That brave man. I'm pretty sure this most stunning lady probably here in town. If not, it's probably in the port. That's a guy. We gotta find a lass. Maybe the inn has it? Not really well versed. Welcome to the Rat Inn. So sleep in our beds with fresh sheets, less than a month ago. Had the most pleasant stay. After that pit, I still deserve a raise. I'm just trying to find every lady in the point here. We might be cutting this out until I find it. I have no more work for you. Well, good, because I don't want to work for your particular weird side quest anymore either. What? A rat? Of course not. It's our sin cleanliness. It was led by a child. That is a real rat. I think we said that earlier. I can honestly tell you that I'm one of the best inn in town, and we're the only inn in town. Been here for a long time. Well, I hope not for a long time. Let's see, we also need to find the three, I think it's the three epic ingredients. We can find one, too, if we do. I'm so proud of my little Darkin. He's always had such a keen sense of justice. And now he's an important man. I just hope war doesn't change him and all that. He'll always be my sweet little boy. Yeah, about him. He basically is going to become an unfortunate man later in life, and probably more depressed than anything else. He's running down this chair across the. What? You want to help him run up? Oh yeah, this is the person. There's another Zelda reference. I think we saw that earlier. Like, I'm just trying to find this person. Might be, again, I might be cutting out this side quest where we need to find them. So I'm just looking around here, trying to find all the ladies to see what his clothes. I went in the street when he was a babe. Come to think of it, his grandma still lives in town. Yeah, we actually have the ownership of that place too. The sergeants have finally vacated the library, but it seems they took certain documents with them. Thus, the library is now closed for inventory. What documents, you ask? Oh, some legends about the Magi ruins, I suppose, locally beneath Demonia. So that's something that the door's closed. Dang it. I don't think there's anything. Is there anything here? No, that's just the part of the sprite work. But yeah, Devonia's kind of changed a bit since we last left it, though, personally. Let's see, there's no latest last here. I wonder if it's actually in the pirate. I wonder if it's actually in the bay. That would make sense, really. But at least now everyone's left. Technically, we've left around the same time where the Megalith was technically destroyed. So technically, Magnus is somewhere up in Demonia, probably, knowing our luck. Let's see, there was a couple lasses here. I'm just checking where all the places I know where there's ladies involved. Maybe you can actually find one. An hour, unfortunately, every minute. I don't think it's these two. If I think in that case, it's probably somewhere over in the Bay Area. Hopefully they leave me alone. And there's your Earthbound reference yet again. The two of the kids are there for Ness and Lucas. Let's see. Are you the last? No, you're not. Okay. Well, time for a cut. Time to see where I need to go next. I want to do the pirates thing first, and the Pirate Roberts, I think pirates will give us something. Let me go in here and to Sarah. That's an interesting fellow. I do that one day. My Prince Charming will take me away on a beautiful white steed. Yeah. Could you be him? By the look of her face, I don't think I say that she is the one. Could it be that? Oh, you have a letter for me? Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Let me read it. Yeah, sure. Here's a love letter. Here's resents. I've always admired you so, my lovely Pirate Roberts. And yet I didn't think you would be so young. With your vibrant hair and glasses on your forehead. You're exactly my type. I'm not Pirate Roberts. I think there's been a slight misunderstanding. Here, Mr. Roberts, this will prove my love for you. Huh? You got a Tinder profile. Now you can find your true love. Wait, Tinder was back in the past when there was no electricity? How odd. I suppose that will do the trick. Let's go back and see the old pirate. Hee. I'm going to tell all that my girlfriends that the Pirate Roberts is a handsome young man with a dazzling head of hair. Oh, you can actually challenge her, I guess. So yeah, well, I'll be cutting that out until we get actually back in town in this port here. 'Cause this is where we needed to go. Very fun. I just wandered in the town for a good and weirdly thing. Oh well. Back to Pirate Roberts we go. To the Curse Isle we go. Roberts, I have a reply for you. We have a Tinder profile. Ooh! You managed to find her Tinder profile. That's fantastic. I am totally going to right swipe her. There was a mention of a reward. Yes, absolutely. My greatest treasures. Now that I be retiring with my beloved, I won't need them. Shouldn't be any trouble, really. I bury their stuff in a secure location. It's, I can't remember. What? Are you joking? No, I'm not. I seriously cannot remember where I buried my treasure. For months I thought of nothing else but my love, and I plumb forgot. But it matters not. I promised you a reward, so I grant you what's left of my most prized possessions. Well, at least we didn't go all this for nothing. What do we get? You got a pirate flag. This is what we need to actually get into the Pirate's Fortress next time. Take care of it. Make sure the name of the Pirate Roberts is still feared in 100 years. Think this will come in handy, I say? Oh, most definitely. I sure hope so too. If nothing else will help bring two lovebirds together. I think it's only time we move forward. As for my treasure, I'll be informing the other pirates that whoever finds it to become the new Pirate King. That should be certainly generate interest in the field. Sure. But I think we know exactly where we need to use this. I think we should go forward in time. I think because beforehand we saw a particular island that the pirates pushed us away from because unfortunately, you know, we weren't considered a pirate back then. So I think we need to do is find another Megalith and basically get ourselves back and forward in time. So let's head out that way. I don't think we can go. Can we go back in the future here? I think we can. We should be able to. Yes, we can. Let's go.